Here he goes. He's not going to need this microphone, so I'll put it away.
I don't need my notes today either, because
wait a minute. No? Oh, it's changing.
So I'm Scott, and usually I do poetry up here, but today I think, well, you know, I usually don't do observational comedy just because it has no value. But I was thinking, well, I had this observation last month. I was sitting someplace and there's this dweeby guy on the microphone kind of looking at me, sort of the way a dog looks at you, where not quite at you, and you think, and he sort of like moves his face away. The only dog that'll like look right in your eyes, the dog's going to tear your face off. But this dog never tore anybody's face off. He was asking me to watch my language. Now I just had these two poems I've written, and I was going, oh my God, what am I going to do? I don't know if y'all were here last week. I had one about George Bush curing his impotence by skull fucking the corpse of a dead Iraqi war veteran. But I was going, well, is skull love really going to make that like better? You know, well, you know, it's going to be less fair. I go, well, George Bush made sweet skull love to the corpse of a dead Iraqi war veteran. I said, well, maybe, but then I could go, but see, isn't that much better than skull fuck? Yeah, I guess, a little bit. So anyway, I'm trying to work my jokes, my poems, try to take out the language. And in this here, there's St. Lenny's going, saying a 7-letter word, starts with C, ends with R, used for a homosexual sexual practice, but then, as Lenny then points, it also relates to any girl that he'd want to have or know or marry. It's going on with this 7-letter word, starts with C, ends with R. I'm looking at this guy, and he's like, didn't you know I died? So we can go up here and say a 7-letter word, starts with C, ends with R, relates to a sexual practice, and not be put in jail. Because that's the punishment society, where you do something, you get a reaction, you get punished, you get thrown in. And then in my other ear, I'm hearing St. George going, shit, piss, fuck, cunt, cocksucker, motherfucker, tits. Shit, piss, fuck, cunt, cocksucker, motherfucker, tits. Shit, piss, fuck, cunt, cocksucker, motherfucker, tits. The 7 words, and he's running them in a loop in this mind. I'm trying to like change skull fuck to skull love. I'm just getting really confused. And then I was when I said, you know, shit, the 70s, when St. George did that was a great era in culture. The greatest era in world culture. America led it, but the rest of the world was in on it. You think about what happened then. You got In the Senses coming from Japan, Sallow coming from Italy. You got Midnight Cowboy and Carnal Knowledge coming from America. You got George Carlin coming up and doing shit, this fuck, cunt, cocksucker, motherfucker, tits. Shit, this fuck, cunt, cocksucker, motherfucker, tits. And everything just burst open. And then it ended. In the 80s, you had St. Bill Hicks. And he never had the career he should have had. He died, and nobody ever heard of him until he was dead. And everybody listened to his records. And he was part of the control society. Because you don't need the guy doing the punishment if you've got the control over anything. So I'm looking at the dweeby guy, and I'm listening, asking me to know my language. I'm listening to Lenny going, shit, 7-letter word starts with C, ends with R. And I'm saying, I'm not calling this dweeby guy 7-letter word starts with C, ends with R. And there's a very good reason. Because I love cocksuckers! I love getting my cock sucked, I like sucking cock, I love talking about sucking cock, and I'm not even going to go no homo on this, I'm just going to go shave first. So I would never call a dweeby guy cocksucker. Then I was like thinking about the old 7 list. Those words are pretty anachronistic nowadays. I mean, like we already heard before, shit and piss, that doesn't work unless when somebody's shitting in somebody else's mouth, it just doesn't get a rise out of anybody anymore. Then there's the F-bomb. 4-letter word starts with F, ends with K. Means, or used to mean, sexual intercourse. But currently, it's almost never used for that sentence. That's it. It's used for 2 things. One is, well, the archaic, of course, sexual intercourse. And then it's for very much so. Or ruin. Now, I can't understand like the ruin one. You know, I guess this is when, you know, women were these little virginal things, and, you know, one spunk, and, oh, they're ruined, next. You know, and then you hear like the 50s, oh, I can't wait, that woman's a divorcee. She's a widow, she's dead now. I have to get her because she's already ruined with her penis. So anyway, we're here to teach. I'll use these in a sentence. And Professor Wood there just caught your act. Now I'm going to pick on you for a second. Use you in a sentence. Professor Wood got his pedophilia joke off the fucking internet. Well, you know, you don't get the internet's not having sex. No. It's just very much got the pedophilia joke off the internet. And then we got Jeremy over here. We're going to use the other one. Jeremy is afraid to make his gay sexual desires flesh because he's afraid that after he gets an encounter with the handsome black man, his asshole will be fucked, and then he'll shit funny. Now we're not talking about if hey, now I hear you're acting, you're talking, oh, you know, I can't get a date, I can't. Man, with your looks and your talent and your you would be the king of pity fuck. I mean, really, the king of. So anyway, that's the word. It's never used for the thing that it's supposed to be used for. It's either used for like ruin or. Then the next word. Now this one out of the 7 is my favorite. C. Starts with C, ends with T. 3 meanings I'm going to bring up, one of which is woman. Second meaning, an orifice in a woman. Oh man, I can't even do this one. This is gone. Second, an orifice in which, for the insertion of penis and extrusion of babies. And third is a colloquial, British, which means men acting like women. But you know, I can talk about this word for hours. I just like it. I just love the word. I can just like taste it. Just taste it. And you know, I like all kinds of cunts. I like tight cunts. I like flat cunts. I like big cunts, old cunts, young cunts, black cunt, white cunt. Have you any wool? Yes sir, yes sir. 3 bags full. Well, I can talk about cunts for hours and never come to any sort of point. I guess you'd say I beat around the bush. Nice. But there's one more I'm off. Going to cut the rest of the act and just go to my closer. So what is that word that I will use? That word across not only 7-letter word. It's a 9-letter word. Starts with C, ends with N. A person following a certain philosophical. What is this word? I don't even like to talk about this word. When people start saying this word around me, I just get up and leave. I will not call anyone this word unless severely taxed to do so. 9-letter word, starts with C, ends with N. Used to mean something good, but now associated with ignorance, pedophilia, perversion. Now, pedophilia is a perversion, but you know, perversion's like furry, where it'd be something like, no, it shouldn't be illegal, but you know, you're not doing it anyway, but whatever. Fascistic thinking. And what is that word? That 9-letter word starts with C, ends with N. If you know it, for God's sake, don't say it. Not in front of children. Any guesses?
Christian!
Christian! Thank you. Good night.